Hello everyone. So finally I have decided to make a complete tutorial about React Native, and we are going to create the new React Native app from basics because some of you were texting me to make a tutorial from basics and teach you how to you know make iOS and Android app on any cross platform. So React Native is the best approach. So first of all, I'm going to tell you what is React Native. So first of all, just open your Google or Safari and type React Native. To learn about this, I always suggest you to go through the documentation before you start developing the app on any platform. So let me explain you what is React Native. React Native is basically a framework which supports both Android and iOS app. So you only write once and you get iOS and Android app. It means you only have to type your code one time in JavaScript and you will be able to get iOS and Android app from that code. How would you get this? React Native has the ability to convert your React Native JavaScript code into Swift and Kotlin language. So once you will try to get the Android app from this React Native, it will convert all the JavaScript code to your Kotlin, and for iOS it will convert in Swift. So this is the beauty of React Native. We don't have to expand too much. We don't have to type different codes for iOS and Android. Okay, so let's just Get started. Click this one, and here is the setting up the development environment. If you don't know how to set up the environment, just go through the documentation. If you're using Mac, just click Mac, and iOS for iOS setup, and for Android do this one. So first of all, you just have to copy this command, open your terminal and paste that here. And once you will paste, click enter, and maybe it will ask you for admin access. So you just type your password for your MacBook and click enter, and it will be successfully installed. And before that, you have to install Brew. To install the Brew, you have to go to the home Brew and just simply copy this command and paste it here and enter. So it will install your home Brew. So after that, you have to come back on that React Native documentation and then just Brew install node. This node we are going to use for our installations, like what to install and how to install, like npm. In simple words, we call it npm. Okay, then just do this Java development kit, copy and paste and install. Okay, similarly, come here, download the Android Studio. Just click here and click this download Android Giraffe Studio, and it will install your Android Studio. After installing the Android Studio, nowadays Android Studio is already installing these SDK platforms, virtual devices, and etc. And if it won't install automatically, just once your Android Studio will be installed, just click this Android Studio. I'm using this one, the latest version, and then just SDK Manager. Click this, then SDK Manager. Okay, I have installed this automatically. It just installed automatically. SDK Tools. Okay, so I have this 34, 33, and 30. So make sure to install this at least 31, 33, and 34. It's just your choice. Okay. So, and after clicking these, show package details and etc., then apply OK. So it will automatically install your SDK tools. So after that, you just have to just check for these in SDK platforms, either these are installed or not, similarly on that SDK form. And if all done, then just come back here and export these in your terminal. And to export this, you have to type the add the following lines to your. First of all, open this terminal. This is basically like when you type the npm run android, it will automatically install the launch the emulator. So you can skip this part if you want. Otherwise, if you want to install, just follow this guide to install. I'm not really using this third part because I am just turning on my emulator manually. So after that, all good. Just skip all of these parts. Don't use, yeah, okay. So we are gonna use npx. Npx means we are gonna use this React Native globally. So to create your first app, just type npx. First of all, choose your location where you want to uh, make this application. I'm gonna choose my desktop. I want this folder on desktop. You can choose any folder you want. CD desktop. After that, npm, sorry, npx react native init, and you can give your app name. So I'm gonna give my app name to YouTube course. So you can give any name you want and enter. So okay, it need to install the following package React Native. Okay, just press Y, enter. So it will install the React Native and everything, and your app will be ready. So let's just wait for it, and let's see how long it will take. So React Native is very easy to learn. So I always suggest to if you are gonna make your high quality apps, always do with React Native. So at the end of this tutorial, I'm sure you will be able to earn your own money by freelancing, because you will be able to make your own apps. Because we are gonna start with basic stuff. First of all, after this creating this app, I will show you how to run your app on Android and iOS. So let's just wait for it. Just stick around. And if you guys feel any confusion or any problem, you guys can just simply comment and I will respond. I will try my best to respond faster. Okay, okay. It's taking a bit time. Yeah, hopefully now it will be ready. Okay, yes. See, our app is here right now. YouTube course. I just choose the name YouTube course. You guys can give it like my first app or TikTok or anything you want, your app name. And make sure to type your name in all small letters, not capital letters. It won't affect anything, but it will just give you warning. So I suggest you to write small letters. Now it's installing our dependencies. I will also show you how to use these skills. Once you will be able to learn how to use these skills to make some money. So the content of this course will be installation of app, like creating the app. Second one, we are gonna do opening the app on Android Studio, like opening the app on for Android mobile. Second thing, we're gonna do opening the app on iOS. Okay. Now, third part, we're gonna start editing our code, like hello world. Just I will just show we will just play with CSS, and then finally we will make our navigation part, which is the most important thing in app development or in any kind of development. So after navigation, I'm gonna show you how to make the splash screen. Splash screen is basically the screen which appears at first for few seconds when you open the app, and then it takes you to your home page. After that, we are gonna just make our home page. Then we will do add some footer, and then we will decide what kind of app do we should create, or maybe we can just create the replica of Instagram. You guys can comment and tell me what kind of app we should create in this tutorial. So it's just taking a bit installing of Ruby gems. So let's just wait. Until then, we can just this Ruby gems, it's installing for iOS, so we can start working on Android already. So if you guys want to wait, you guys can wait until it installs successfully. So let's just open our Visual Studio Code. If you don't know how to get this Visual Studio Code, then just simply come here or just type here Visual Studio Code and click this download, and you can choose this one, Mac. Okay, either you are using Intel chip, Apple Silicon, or whatever chip. So I'm using this one. I use this one. So after that, you guys can just simply open your Xcode or Visual Studio Code. Sorry, not Xcode. So I'm just gonna open this app here. Open. Where is that folder located? Desktop. So after that, I'm gonna say YouTube course. Open. This is my app name. Open. Now everything is ready for us. So let's just make it bigger. Okay. Okay. Let me just. I also want to stay on the screen so that I don't know. Okay. So first of all, to open the terminal, you have to type Command Shift M. If you don't know how to type Command Shift M uh, on uh, on Windows, Control Shift M you can try, and on Mac, Command Shift M. This is the easiest way to open your terminal. If you don't want to use this terminal, then use this terminal. No worries, everything is same. So this is our project structure. Okay, this is our Android folder. This is our iOS folder. Okay, after that, this is our app.tsx file, which is our main file right now. Like in React.js, we have this file like main.js x or something, or index.js. So this is our app.js. Once we will start the app first time, you will be able to see all of these code on our app. Okay. So until our Cocoa Pod dependencies get installed, we can just make some folders. To make a folder, just click here, folder, source, and in source folder, we are going to type image folder. We need image folder, and what else? What else we need? We need components. But right now, it's making the components folder in images folder. So we don't want that. We want these component folders in source folder. Okay. So if you don't know how to create folder in this, or if you are confused, like uh, this is kind of tricky, so just simply open your application folder, this. Okay, now this is the source folder we created, source. This is the images folder we created. Just rename it to images, because all of our images are gonna come here. Delete this component folder from here and type new folder, components. Components basically the stuff which pop-up screens, like, and how to say, header stuff, or if something like that, we call them the component. This is the most easiest way I could use for this, like uh, and we need images, components, and what else we need navigation folder. This folder will contain all of our navigation. Okay, and in this navigation folder we need routes, routes folder. Okay, close it. Now in this source folder we have components, images, navigations. In navigations we have routes folder. Actually, just delete the route folder, because we don't want the routes as a folder. We want this as a file. To create a file, go to the folder, then click this one, new file, and type routes.js. Okay, so this is our routes folder. So it's still installing the Cocoa pods. Until then, we can run our app on Android Studio. Okay, run our app on Android Studio. Open the Android Studio, then click this open, desktop where your folder is located, and this is my app. Then click Android and open. It will automatically convert your all JavaScript code into Kotlin. You don't have to do anything. Right now it's converting this JavaScript code to Kotlin. See? Okay, we just have to wait for it. It's updating indexes and everything. So right now we don't have any device here. So I will show you how to create virtual device on your Android Studio. You can click this build and check everything it's installing. So I could skip these parts, and I could show you like I created this app, something like that, and I could ask you, okay, do it by yourself. But I tried this before, but some of you were not getting and they texted me they want videos from very basic. So that's why this is the main purpose. I'm creating this tutorial from a basic stuff. So like from A, B, C, D, E, F, so that everyone can understand what we are doing and how to make app. And the other thing I would say, never quit, because programmers never quit. On in the beginning when I was learning this stuff, I was very frustrated sometimes, and when I was I got success, like in solving any error, that was my huge achievement. And the other thing I was doing during that process was just going to Stack Overflow, and I was, posting the solution for those issues by myself, and a lot of people used to, you know, get help from my solutions. So Stack Overflow and GitHub, these are the, your backbones of developers. These are the huge communities which can help you if you're stuck on any issue, or if you're stuck on any error. You can just create your account, and you can ask your questions, or if you can simply ask by let's see, we can say, React navigation is not working, we can say like this. So this is the Stack Overflow. There are like 90% chances you will be able to get your solution, and always go for the tick one. The solution with the tick one is always correct. Okay, use this solution. So this is how you can just solve your error by searching. And this is the GitHub. A lot of intelligent people replied to this problem, and they gave the solutions. So it's very helpful for developers. So let's check whether is it still building or not. Yeah, it's building. So I just want to launch our Android app here, and we'll stop this video because this gonna be so long. And in our next video, we will launch the app on iOS. As I mentioned earlier, we will go step by step. So let's just wait for it a bit. Okay. Oh my God, it's really taking too much time. Okay, this one is saying timeout. No worries, I will show you how to install this Cocoa Pods if it's not installing like that. Okay, so for that you can just simply open this terminal, cd iOS code install. So it will just install your Cocoa pods. Let's check for this one. Okay, it's just converting, and this is the first time we opened this app on Android Studio. That's why it's taking too much time to for making a build. So let's just click this device manager. We are gonna create our emulator right now. Device manager, then create device. Okay, you have to choose which phone do you want to use. I'm gonna use this Pixel 6. Next, and for next we have to install our. I have already installed this S31. You can use any. So mostly I prefer to use this 31 because it will support all of our Android phones until they support the version SDK. So and right now Google Play is only accepting apps who are having SDK version 31. And if gonna use this one, then Google Play is not gonna accept your app, and they will ask you to update your SDK version. Then next and finish. It's creating our virtual device. For creating this virtual device, it took me like one day to understand how to create virtual device, and I was able to create the virtual device, but it was not launching on my laptop, and that time I was using my Windows laptop. So, but now I can show you how to run your emulator in few seconds. But first of all, we have to deal with this pain of which is taking too much time for. So I think I should quit the video here because this is gonna take time, but it will be finished soon. And in the next video, I will launch our emulator and we will play around with this code. Okay, and we will also launch our iOS app on Xcode. So I just don't want to waste your time because I don't know, maybe it can take 20 minutes more or 10 minutes, it depends. And once it will be finished, then only we can start our app. So let's catch up in the next video. Thank you so much. Keep supporting me. Thanks.